What's going on, guys? MikeyDC here with Mikeydailycarry, and today we got a game changer alert. That's right, Wuben just sent me the X4, all brand new. I know there's a bunch of videos out on there already, but I'm here to talk about why you should probably get your hands on this light and use it as your new everyday carry workhorse. First off, this was sent to me for a review. I did not pay for this thing, although I will have the links in the description down below on where you can purchase this. And as always, it will not hinder my thoughts and opinion about this light. I will give some pros and cons at the very end to give you some insight on whether or not you should or should not get it yourself. So let's dive right in. Guys, right out of the box, this feels incredibly well crafted. It's very flat, aluminum body, which is, by the way, IP68 waterproof and impact resistant. Plus, it comes in multiple colors. This one obviously is white, but they also have a gray and black version. And Wuben, I saw on their site, actually offers accessories where you can put a red or I think a yellow diffuser on here on the main light in the front. Let's talk about some specs and performance. So this light packs a punch at 1500 lumens on its main light with both flood and spotlight beams, reaching up to 205 meters of a throw. The side light, which is also in the front of the light right here, offers 4000 Kelvin output with RGB lights and 7 handy colors. It's perfect for ambient or signaling. And if you're a content creator, I think that it's really cool, and I've done this in the past with a couple of their lights, where you would just have this in the back as an ambient light while you're recording your videos. And maybe if you have two of these, you can have one different color and then the other different color on the other side, which really adds that pop effect with your face. That's pretty awesome. This thing is super small and light. Let's go over the measurement. So it's 1.47 inches by 1.04 inches by an overall length of 3.77 inches and weighs only 89.7 grams. But it also packs a punch with 720 hours of a runtime on a full charge. Speaking of charging, you actuate that right there and you expose the USB-C charging port, which is right there, and it charges super fast via USB-C. The battery on this is replaceable, and how you get to that is you actually click this here and it allows you to push that down. It is ran by a 18650 battery. So if you have any other 18650 batteries, you can absolutely exchange it, and then it just pops in there. Boom. You want to click that into place and then lock it. Now the controls, let's talk about that. The controls are buttoned up, literally, like you got to push this up to actuate the different controls of this light. So you get a tactical side button right here. I'm going to put this in one of the modes. So whether you have it on the main light or you have it on the front side lights, the tail switch is going to actuate turbo or strobe. Double click for strobe, one click for turbo. That's really good for, let's say, self-defense situations where you just need to bust this thing out and boom, you can do that. There's also a clicker right here, which allows you to click that and actuate the different light modes, whether you have it on the front light or you have it on the main light or you have it on moonlight. That right there is moonlight at 5 lumens. This does have a magnetic tail, as you can see right here. It gives you that magnet sign there. So if you need to hook this onto a hood so that way you can be hands-free while you're working on your engine bay or what have you, you can do so. You can even hit it on the side of your truck. I wouldn't do that, but if you want to do that as well and it sticks on there, you can get light beaming out to wherever you want it to show. So some prices and availability with this. Like I had stated, this just released yesterday. It is going for $49.99. And on Wuben's site, if you spend $59, you get free shipping US. There's also a 5-year warranty on their products. So I know you're probably $10 short, but they have other lights that can accompany this, like the G5 that I talked about, which is the little brother to this. That's going for super cheap on their site as well. that you can couple with this. That way you can exceed that $59 threshold. Guys, that honestly is not bad for the type of value and what you get for that price point. Now, like I stated in the beginning, let's talk about some pros and cons. Some pros. I feel like this flat body design is very innovative. Wuben really hit it out of the park there. I was already kind of seeing that with the G5 and where they were headed with the rocker and how you can switch to different modes. I also like the very long runtime on the battery and the fact that you can be hands-free because it has a magnetic tail. The user controls are super easy to identify and navigate through. I mean, you have your lock option, you have your front option where you just click once, now you're in the RGB mode. You use this rocker here to switch through the different modes, and then you give it a tap click. It activates the 4000 Kelvin light, which brings it to that turbo mode there. Turn that off, bring it up one, you activate your main light, and then same thing, you use this rocker to go through the different cycle modes all the way up until turbo, which is really hot. And then you have your last setting, which is moonlight, and you turn that on, and that way you have a moonlight setting there. Now, the tail switch, you hold once, and it turns on that turbo. Double click, get the strobe, and that's what you get. So some cons. Immediately when I saw this light, I thought that this tail switch here is awesome, especially for self-defense scenarios where I may have this hanging in my pocket. I want to pull it out, already orient it in my hand like so. Boom, hit that tail switch. But you can't, because the clip is the other way around, where you have the main light upwards. So the only way that you can clip this into your pants is downward. Now that isn't going to take much. I mean, once you take it out, you're immediately grabbing it like so. If it's right-handed, this is how it is. If it's left-handed, now you're going to have to do some flick motion to get to that tail switch so that way you can use it. I wish that there's a way where you can put it on the other side, and that way you can go where the tail switch is actually upwards, like this Surefire Pro. As you can see, they have a way to put the clip here or put the clip here. Now, initially it was on this side. I oriented it to have it this way because when I pull out of my pocket, I want to be able to hit that tail immediately. You don't have that with this. And some users find that the colors don't really match what they reference on their site. I don't see that. I think everything is pretty self-explanatory, but that clip right there is like a main thing for me. And I also have seen that from some reviewers that the clip can be a little flimsy, but I think it's pretty spot on. Another thing that they could have done was integrate a two-way clip system on here, so that way you can clip one way or you can clip the other way, but you can't please everybody. But anyways, that wraps up the newly released Wuben X4 in your hands today. Let me know in the comments down below. Are you guys vibing with this new X4? Fire in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share if you found value in this video. My name is MikeyDC. This is Mikey Daily Carry. I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.